How much do you want to talk about as far as just randomizer logic? Or are we assuming we all have a bunch of expert randomizer viewers in chat? I don't know what you want to go over.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Let me check what's the viewer count at actually?
I don't know.
Because I know some tournaments, the grand finals match has ended up being the highest viewer count, lots of new viewers.
Yeah.
But I guess we can talk about some of the basics
Yeah.
for some people who may be watching this for the first time. Oh, both of them getting nice moonfalls. Okay, so they're going to find 2 items down in Blue Brinstar. One of them is going to be the Morph Ball, and one of them is going to be something else.
It's going to be an E-Tank.
Probably.
But the randomizer swaps major items among major items, and minor items among minor items. Minor items being ammo, major items being energy tanks, reserve tanks, and upgrades. The one exception is the E-Tank near high jump is swapped with the super missile pack in wreck ship, just to sort of give a little more weight to wreck ship. Only the first half of Meridia can potentially be suitless, required. You can always just do Meridia suitless if you get the items, though. So, up to our runners. I hope we have I'm hoping for a seed that lasts over an hour for both runners.
So what do you think about the fact they have not found power bombs yet?
Well,
never mind.
I mean, I can try and hit my head and forget they found it, but I mean, obviously I'm a fan of power bombs. Early, I like that it offers the potential for route divergence, because then you have to sort of route, if you go backwards through Brinstar, which neither one of them are doing, but if you do end up going backwards, then you have to sort of calculate in your head, okay, if they went the traditional way, they have these items in this order, and this is going to be the decision making. So either way, you have to sort of route both things, just to sort of try and think about what your opponent might be doing.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Neither of them are checking the old Mother Brain Miner.
I'm going to go ahead and just call that an objectively bad decision with no information. I'm just going to take a hardline stance on that one. They can both call me an idiot afterwards.
I am as well. I mean, they do have super missiles, so they don't have to worry about not finding the only available super missile pack if it came down to that. But still very short on miners. They don't have any regular missiles.
I mean,
help out a lot.
I would want to check it just to see if it's a second power bomb pack, because then that makes a super early gauntlet check actually reasonable. Personally,
it's reasonable. I still don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm one of those idiots that always does it if I can, but Charge Beam early is very nice.
So they're kind of lucking out and not having checked that miner, honestly, because Charge Beam is going to remove the requirement for them to get all this ammo they would normally need for Ridley and Mother Brain. So they don't have to get a total of 60 supers, or the equivalent, anymore.
Yeah, they can reasonably beat the game with 10 missiles and 10 supers, but they're probably going to pick up about 20 and 15, I would say, at this point. They might hunt for more supers if they don't find any beam upgrades, just to sort of speed Ridley and Mother Brain up.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a big fan of still picking up a lot of the minor items early game, even if you do find charge, or even if you're not sure where it's going to be.
Yeah.
The supers can save time, for sure.
Yeah, I was definitely on the train of I'm going to pick up 15 supers and that's it. And then I had a few games where I only found ice in charge, and I was like, well, maybe I'll pick up 30, just to make Ridley not take a year and a half when you get to him.
So I have seen players earlier in the tournament. They find Charge Beam early, and they collect a very, very low amount of missiles. They only end up with max, and then they've gone into Turian, run out of supers, and not really been able to refill, since you only have access to a missile refill at that point. That has not gone very well.
I don't think either of these players are going to make that decision, and they have Wave as well. Dude, this seed is... I'm not going to call this seed free. It is a mistake to call this any seed free this early, but this is looking like a fun seed. Are there any regular missiles?
There is probably one in Blue Brinstar. I'm gonna say that right now. Even though we'll never find out. They're not going to check it. But
oh, there we go. There's one.
I still say there was one down there.
Yeah, I'll believe you. I mean, I'm not going to download the seed and then check just to prove you wrong, you know? I'm not that
you know
spiteful.
what? Actually, I am. I'm doing that right now.
Okay. You let me know how that goes, and we'll see what we see. Wave Beam is nice. Do you think that they will remember that they have Wave Beam for checking?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I think anyone that watched my recent games will probably remember.
I think I made that same mistake too in like one of my more recent matches, like. And then I realized, like, immediately after opening the gate, I was like, wait a minute, I have Wave.
Yeah, it's kind of a common. It's pretty funny, like, chat will always notice it, but the runner being under pressure, they might not.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, 90% of the time, at least, I would say, like, hardline number, quote me on that one, you have to do the super missile gate glitch, so, like, the 10% of the time or whatever you get Wave, you're not really thinking about it.
Yeah. I actually, I started supering the button on the way through the gate anyways, even if I open it with Wave, just as a little homage to all the people who forgot.
Yeah.
Alright, so they're going to that room now. Okay, galamoz is remembered.
Remember that he had Wave, but not to angle up. X-ray, oh, yep. That's probably a pretty good pickup considering they already have charge. This is actually extremely close. Galamoz has one more missile pack. Other than that, they're pretty much in the same room.
Yeah, mostly check the same stuff. So which way do you think they're gonna go once they reach Red Tower?
I mean, statistically, I love throwing out that word with like no actual statistics to back it up off the top of my head. They're both going to go down. Without having speed, I think they're both going to go down. And I mean, they have grapple for X-ray. They can check Kraid pretty easily. I mean, I would go up, but I wouldn't even be in this position to begin with. But if I was, I would go up. But I think they're both going to go down.
It's very true. Maybe I shouldn't have asked you. I think I would have gone up after checking Kraid and X-ray. Actually, no. High jump. Actually, high jump would have sent me down. Finding high jump right there would have sent me down. Personally.
Yeah. It does make those hell runs a little easier.
It makes them easier, and it also pretty much removes a possibility of being forced to do high jump plus lava dive, since you already obviously have high jump.
Yep.
So interesting, Gallo's skipping the X-ray check, even though he has grapple. Ponk looked like he was going to skip it, but he is going for it.
Yeah, he was just trying to farm that power bomb and just sort of like fell in the gap. It does take quite a while, quite a not insignificant amount of time to check X-ray. Hopefully this ends up being, something he wants.
Yeah, I actually personally stopped checking this, not because of the difficulty involved in getting this without any items, but just because of the amount of time it takes.
And
Ponk showing us again, I believe, how much time this is going to waste.
And now we can objectively say that galamoz made the correct decision in every possible case because he was proven right by what we know now.
Yeah, that's how this works. So basically, if you're racing a randomizer, especially in a tournament
Ooh.
setting, and you die, then you made an objectively bad decision. Anyways.
Yeah, the spikes in X-ray do 60 damage when you don't have any suits, so that's a lot. And those yapping maws are jerks.
That hurts. So I really hope for Ponk what he does right now is that he drastically changes his route.
I honestly think he is going to go through Pink Brinstar and then check Gauntlet and check Red Ship, because he's got to do something different. If he's assuming galamoz went down, he's got to just bank it all on Red Ship at this point.
Yeah, and the thing is, he knows where high jump is. He knows high jump is at the charge beam location, so he can dip right there from Blue Brinstar. If he goes left, he'll dip right there and grab it.
Yep. He knows where wave is. He knows where charge is. He knows where all those items are. Skip an E-tank if he wants.
Yeah, he honestly, he lost nowhere near 10 minutes from that with the knowledge that he has.
Yeah. Like he's definitely behind, but it's not insurmountable. Like if Norfair is a complete dud, Ponk can definitely still come back from this.
I believe he would also very, very highly expect galamoz to have gone down. That's really, really bad for Ponk, finding galamoz finding various suit there.
Yeah. Especially because he has high jumps, so he can just go kill Ridley and check all of Lower Norfair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really unfortunate to happen on this particular game, because Ponk doesn't need to win this to stay alive. So the one hope that he would have left is that Gravity is in a really, really trolly location. Like, basically, Gravity kind of has to be in Meridia, and Ice Beam needs to be in Wrecked Ship.
Yeah, like Ice Beam and Spring Ball, probably. Maybe, like, Speed at Gauntlet, Ice at Wrecked Ship Reserve, and, like, Spring Ball at Gravity. Like, some weird combination like that.
But unfortunately, Ponk doesn't know that Varia is down. But, like, he kind of needs to expect Gala to go down with these items and make the opposite decision if he's going to have any hope. He's actually not taking the meme route here, which...
This is the meme route.
I guess you're right. But he's not going for high jump. He's not going straight there. I really think he needs to be doing something different.
I wonder if he's just going to go up from Red Tower.
Oh, he might actually just go to the right of the ship and go to Wrecked Ship that way.
That would be, like, the hero play, honestly. I would be stunned and impressed if he did that. Like,
I really hope he does. He needs to do something at this point. He knows this. Oh, he's grabbing charge, probably. This is probably the most convenient time to grab charge. Gala finding bombs at high jump location. That's actually really good for Gala, because oh, never mind, sorry. I was about to say he doesn't have high jump boots, but he actually does. The tracker is not showing that.
It does enable him to check GT and get out.
Yeah, that's true. But bombs, other than a few edge cases, not super significant at this point.
Yeah, Gala's probably... it's probably just going to go straight to Lower Norfair.
Yeah, that's definitely the play here. He has Varia, he has high jump.
It's gonna charge wave plasma. Like, I think it's 30 shots on Ridley to kill him.
It's 24.
24.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe you.
Good.
30 is ice plasma, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like he's going to check Bald Mountain first.
That's interesting. Oh, I know why he's doing this, actually. He doesn't have... No, he does. He can get out of GT.
Yeah, he's got bombs he can get out of GT. Maybe he's just banking on like speed being here or space jump or screw. Like if there's a pretty big movement item, it would speed up lower Norfair getting it now versus later.
He also still needs either ice or gravity.
Yeah, so I mean he has to check these at some point, assuming ice or gravity isn't in lower Norfair. And if he finds a movement item along the way, it does speed that up. But it looks like he's going to lower Norfair now. Oh, okay. So he checks that one because it's on the left side, and then he can check wave and speed on the way out, since that's where you come out at. I'm assuming that was his logic there.
Yeah, that's not bad logic. It's also probably the quickest item out of the 3 Bubble Mountain items to check.
Yeah. Galamoz showing why he is on the winner's side of the bracket in the grand finals and why we're commentating instead of playing. I really, really hope Ponk goes up here.
All right, nice lava dive from Gala. Not too difficult with high jump.
All right.
So for the people who are not familiar with I guess the requirements beating the game from here on, they still need a way to traverse Meridia, and it is possible that the randomizer logic can place the gravity suit in Meridia itself in a few locations. And if gravity's in Meridia, or if they need to go into Meridia without the gravity suit for any reason, the items that will always be available to them are high jump, ice beam, and grapple beam.
Not to interrupt you, but Galamoz not checking gold trees, though, that could bite him like really hard.
It really could.
Like if that's ice, speed, gravity, spring ball, like that could be like one of like 4 items that he just doesn't have.
Yes, and it's actually fairly likely that if it is a required item, it's decently likely to gate any of the alternatives to it.
Yep.
So like if that's ice beam, for instance, gravity could be in Meridia and he wouldn't really be able to reach it without ice.
Like, that could be ice, gravity could be in lower Norfair, but speed could be at like Dragon. Like anything could. That I don't know about that. I'm sure he's gonna prove us wrong and like, you know, ice at Ridley, gravity at Wave or something, but I don't know, man.
I mean, he's still definitely favored to be able to progress. It's relatively unlikely that the one item he needs is going to be in that one location, but it's still a scary enough possibility that skipping Golden Tree's this location is kind of questionable at this point.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big risk, though, and Gala probably thinks that Ponk is right on his tail because the seed has been pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
high jump, go down, get Varia.
Yeah, he was literally right behind him until they diverged at X-Ray. Like they were within a room of each other. So, yeah, I mean, he would definitely be correct in that line of thinking. And Ponk is going down.
I don't agree with what Ponk's doing at all. Like at all.
I don't agree with it, but I respect it, I guess. I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, I don't even know if I can respect it. Like he really needed to do something else to salvage the time loss from his death. Like that's just how I would think of it. But
yeah, I agree. Maybe he'll check Croc or something. So you said 24 shots?
Yep.
And I am a fan of that opener long distance shot. I don't know who started doing that, but it's definitely pretty sick.
Yeah, I noticed mostly the top players doing that. So he's using supers as well, which are much better DPS than charge shots.
Word.
You can fire 3 super missiles in the same amount of time that it takes to fire 1 charge shot.
It's a pretty good item.
That's an okay item.
Doesn't really help with progression, but it's just nice to have.
He is past the worst room in the game, which I think is the single most useful room to have that item in.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, he does... Okay, it's useful for escaping lower Norfair too, actually. It's useful for getting through the key hunters. Those key hunters, since he doesn't have gravity, they're going to do 100 damage to him.
Yeah, I mean, he has plasma to hitbox him, but just being able to just jump and kill the idiots, you know, it's definitely... Anytime I have screw attack, like, I just kill the 3 musketeers on principle just because I hate them so much, man.
It's not a bad thing to do. It actually reduces lag in most cases.
Now I'm thinking that even if Ponk checks Croc, like, Gala's going to be checking it before him. At least I'm assuming he's going to go check and not go straight up to wreck ship. I don't know. He skipped GT, so anything's possible at this point, I guess.
I could see that maybe Ponk just went to Kraid first before going to wreck ship for the information, because
he's going to be kicking himself with this information.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, though. What were you,
I think I was just really saying that, since you have to do Kraid anyways, everything around him is basically free item checks.
Yeah. You really
so like you'll always want to do Kraid at least before dipping into Norfair. You'll always want to do it before dipping into Meridia if it comes down to that.
And is he not checking wave?
I feel like Gala doesn't realize that he needs ice or speed.
I mean, he might.
He still does need ice beam or speed booster to get to Batoon. He doesn't even have gravity yet, so I'm very surprised he's skipping so many locations.
I mean, maybe he's just in the mindset of, like, I'm a game up and I have a series to toss away, so I'm just gonna, like, make, like, the largest cojones gambles that I can and just try and seal it away now. That might be what he's doing. I don't know. Put it all on the line. I really hope someone checks Croc soon. Like, I need to know. I just need to know. Like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. And I know they show it on the credits, but, like, I need to know now. Okay, I'm impatient. I'm like, I have the patience of, like, a 4-year-old. He's not checking wave! Oh my god, I'm gripping my table so hard my hands are hurting. Come on.
So this combined with the fact that he didn't check Golden Torizo, there's starting to be a somewhat decent possibility that Gala passed up something he really needs.
Yeah, if Ponk just checks everything, like, he might just win from that. Unless, you know, Gravity and Ice are a Croc, and then whatever.
Now, neither of them have checked wreck ship yet.
Yep.
So that's still on the table. So it's actually pretty unlikely that they're missing out on progression, or that Gala's missing out on progression from what he skipped. There's still so many places that everything could be.
Yeah, I just mean it's getting to the point where, like, it's gonna be pretty likely. Unless we're gonna look like an idiot in about 3 seconds. Nope, okay, we're still smart. We know exactly what we're talking about. Using all this information that we have. I also really appreciated that galamoz microwaved croc.
I think it goes better in the toaster oven, but that's just me.
It's more of an even cook.
Okay, so we have a question. What are the minimum items to beat the game? And one of the things I really like about Super Metroid is that pretty much everything's negotiable in some way or another. So for the purposes of this randomizer, you're always gonna need Variasuit, because gravity's heat protection has been removed. And while you can complete Lower Norfair, you can beat Ridley without getting the Variasuit in a randomizer. It has been done a couple times in this tournament. The people that did it did not win their matches, but it has been done. But you'll want Variasuit at least. Gravity is negotiable.
Yeah. If you have gravity, it's like what, Varia? Then if you don't have gravity, you need ice. If you do have gravity, you can have ice speed. Is that correct?
Let's see. Yeah, if you don't have gravity, then you need ice beam to get to Botwin, because you'll have to do the ice clip.
Yep.
If you do have gravity, then ice or speed will work. You can also forego all of that and do a Crystal Flash Ceiling Clip to get to Botwin.
Oh, look at that. Ponk making us look smart.
Oh man, this is actually this could be game changing. So Ponk now has everything he needs for Suitless Meridia. Galamoz is probably just gonna go to Wreck Ship at this point.
What are you gonna do when gravity is a wave? Are you just gonna I might just hit my computer and disconnect. Just everyone can watch it in silence.
If gravity's that wave, then
I think Ponk just wins.
I think all of us watching get what we want out of this if gravity's at wave. What if gravity's at Wreck Ship, though? That would actually make this really interesting.
What if speed is at wave and gravity's at Wreck Ship Reserve? That would be
less interesting, but
yeah, it'd be
pretty funny. But I actually think if gravity is at the vanilla location in Wreck Ship, we have an actual close race.
Yeah, because Ponk can do Suitless.
Yeah, so Ponk will do Suitless Meridia. Once he comes out of here, if he doesn't find gravity.
Also, ignoring that, have there even been that many powerbomb packs? Because that means Gala's gonna have to pick up powerbomb packs. I haven't been paying attention to that at all. Actually, that might, if he can't find any, that could be minutes. So I don't know when he's gonna start looking for powerbomb packs. This is way closer than I thought it was now. The ice beam just changed it all.
My internet's having some issues. I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright. Well, I was asking about powerbomb packs and just walks right into one. Gala taking a nice little bath. I've done that multiple times. It's pretty nice when you fall in the water with gravity selected, because you're just I'm gonna use it just in case, and then you can't react fast enough when you mess up.
Okay, I'm back. I have not taken a bath in quite a while. I only have a stand-up shower at my house.
Oh, okay.
But they are nice, so I hear.
What's even better are the stand-up showers with the chairs in them. You sit down in the shower.
I've never seen those actually.
I've only seen it in hotels. Alright, so bots or fan student's gonna die, really quick here. I'm assuming Galamoz knows how to do the X-ray kill. Yep.
Nice. Laying a power bomb and Phantom disappear for a second.
I really appreciate the amount of extra unnecessary lag Galamoz has been just throwing around.
Okay, moment of truth. What is Gal gonna find here? I think if Gravity's here, then he's probably gonna win.
Probably, but yeah. Is that reserve tank 2?
Actually, hold on. If he finds Gravity, he still needs to find Speed Booster.
Yep.
I forgot about that. So maybe not.
If speed is a wave.
Gala needs Gravity and Speed.
Yeah, so if speed is at wave, Ponk just wins. Unless I don't know what situation he wouldn't.
Neither of them actually have enough ammo to do a Crystal Flash. They both only have 10.
Do they even know how to do it?
I would hope they know how to do Crystal Flashes, but the clip, maybe not.
I mean, Ponk doesn't even have enough missiles. He's got 5.
He has 5. I was talking about this at the start of the match. I was saying that the people, when they find charge really early, some people like to only get 5 missiles, and they end up skirting Turian.
I honestly think he had 15 before he died, and then after he was just like, no, not gonna get him.
Oh yeah, that's right. I actually managed to forget that he died. There's so much going on at this point. It's still very the chances of Ponk winning this game is still very real. Yeah.
I'm really I know we were criticizing his decision to go down being objectively the wrong decision, blah 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 blah. But I'm really impressed with just the way he's actually played. He might be mentally tilted, but his movement doesn't seem like he's shaken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I'd feel maybe it's because I would feel resigned to my fate at this point. The pressure's kind of gone.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm just gonna play until I see him finish.
But
right, this item's big right here.
Oh yes. Gala's struggling to get the mid-air morphs here with high jump on.
That's impossible, man. I don't care if you can say you can do it, it's impossible.
I can do it.
It's impossible. It's just a knee tank. That's very good for him.
I'm a big fan of using wall jumps here to mid-air morph.
Let's do a couple Alcatrazes. And it's speed. Oh, man. God, we are so smart. We are so smart.
So, the 2 locations Gala skipped, the only 2 were ice and speed.
We can use hindsight and objectively say that Ponk made the correct decisions. Man, it feels good to be right about something for once in my life.
I really still can't condone Ponk's decisions to follow the same route and go back down after his death, and not take a game on wrecked ship. I still can't really condone that, but it has worked out for him mostly because galamoz made some bad decisions himself.
Did you like that super missile Ponk fired, by the way?
Oh, that one straight through the door cap, didn't it?
Yeah, he was going too fast, and he gate glitched the door, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, man.
Oh, what a game, too.
Now here's the question. Will Ponk check waterway on the way up to wrecked ship? Because at this point, I mean, he obviously doesn't know it, but anything that's gated by speed... Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what? Ponk proving us right once again. Nothing really being at wrecked ship other than space jump, right?
Yeah, so that means gravity's either at waterway or in Meridia.
Yep. And galamoz can't even do suitless. Unless there's something I'm missing.
No, there's nothing. Actually, spring ball maybe could. No.
I don't know how he would. No, he could do it with spring ball, I think. No, he couldn't get through. He could check Mama Turtle with spring ball and sand pit.
Yes, and that's it.
But it doesn't matter because ice and speed are in Norfair. So, oh man,
I cannot believe that this happened this way.
I can.
Speaking of spring ball,
All
I kind
I'm
of
gonna
figured this was going to be here.
All I'm gonna say is one person's using Blat Split and the other one turned off the Blats.
Oh wait, he did. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. You can't disrespect RPC like that. Gala has to be just... I think those are arm pumps of frustration. He's not trying to save time with those. I think he's just like, what the hell did I just do to myself? Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Ponk just doing suitless. The objectively correct decision based on the information we know. Holy moly. Heat of the moment, y'all. Come on. Oh, and he forgot he has plasma on.
Getting plasmid.
Okay, so see, now this, it's probably not going to come back to bite him. But I don't think he's going to check Mama Turtle.
Let's see. He shouldn't. He should not check Mama Turtle, in my calculating opinion. Because he hasn't been to wrecked ship.
Yeah.
He's still got wrecked ship and waterway as possibilities for the location of gravity. So, like, he can't know that gravity's in Meridia.
Yeah. That's what I'm just saying, that, like, he's not checking those, so, like, he's committing to full suitless.
Yeah.
I mean, galamoz, by the time he finds ice, he might also commit to full suitless, so I agree with you in that this is probably, like, what he should do.
I think galamoz should not commit to full suitless, because he's gonna have more information on where gravity isn't.
That's true.
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see if Gala checked waterway.
He can't.
Right, he can't, because he doesn't have speed. Right, okay. Okay, so... Wow. He's going into Meridia without ice.
I think he's just going to do a Mama Turtle check.
Yep, he's gonna use mid-air spring ball jumps to get there.
But the thing is, it's like, even if he finds gravity, the only other item he can check in Meridia would be Sandpit. So then he's banking on... I mean, I guess that's not an awful gamble. If, like, theoretically, gravity is Mama Turtle, in his mind, he's like, well, there's 2 items I need. I'm sure the other one's got to be a Sandpit, right?
Why did he just kill that? Oh, I guess he doesn't need that crab if he's spring ball jumping.
I can't believe this game.
I actually wonder if anyone just actually tuned out of the stream once they saw the Ponk death. Because a lot of people are just like, you know, that's it. That's the final game of our tournament.
Yeah.
It's over at this point. And it's not over. It was never over. Even when I was saying Ponk should not have been following the same route he did before he died, it still wasn't over.
Yeah, if this is Gravity Botswoon, like, then it's over. Then it's actually over.
Oh, yeah.
I think it still is over.
It's not.
Oh, wait, he doesn't have Spring Ball.
Because... It's not over because this is Ponk, and we've seen bosses.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he refills before Mother Brain. I mean, the other thing that's very dangerous with doing Suitless is the possibility of just screwing... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Ponk doesn't have Spring Ball, so he's going to have to X-Ray climb out of Dragon. And we've
Dude,
seen...
this is actually see. And he's huge.
You're cutting out a little bit still.
X-ray climbing out of Dragon.
Yeah, X-ray climbing out of Dragon is no joke.
Oh, I know.
There's been people, like, races have been lost from it, so... Looks like Gala is going to go ahead and check Sandpit. Is he? I don't know what he's doing right now. Ignore me. He's not checking Sandpit. I have no idea what Galamoz is doing. Okay, he is checking Sandpit, thank goodness. Thing is it does not matter if gravity is in here. And Ponk Toaster Ovens Dragon nicely. And a Sneak Tank, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a single item that... The only item that Dragon could possibly have that would help Ponk would be Spring Ball.
Spring Ball is that gauntlet.
I know, I just mean, like, to his knowledge.
Oh, to his... Yeah, right, okay.
Because gravity can't be there, so Spring Ball would be the one thing. I actually don't know enough about the X-ray climb, so if you want to explain it, I think you know more than me.
Okay, so the X-ray climb works by if you get yourself stuck in the door, like he did, you can use the X-ray to do what's called a force stand, and the force stand is going to raise you a little bit every single time you do it. So he's just going to keep doing that until he gets to the top of the room here where you can just go through the door. And I did see some questions about if it's a major glitch or not, and I think the ruling that we're currently using on that is that if you're within the boundaries of the room, then it's allowed. So what happens when you go out of the actual boundaries of the room is the cursor in the map stops clicking. Alright, beautiful.
That was a very, very nice X-ray climb. Glad Ponk could show off his RBO skills in the Randomizer Tournament.
I'm actually really happy for him that he got to do that to his advantage as well, because he's a big fan of that X-ray climb.
What's a mama turtle? Oh, can't. Gravity. There it is. Doesn't help him. Oh man, he's gotta go. I'm assuming he's gonna go back to wave.
Yeah, it's the only thing he can do, really. He'll find speed there, and then he's gonna do an iceless finish.
Yeah. In which case, he still needs another power bomb back or gamble.
10 power bombs isn't too bad of a gamble. You just need 2 drops from Metroid Centurion, and I think each Metroid has a 12% chance to drop a power bomb.
I've done 10 power bombs twice, and it was 50% for me because I got it once and didn't get it the other time. So it's a 50% success rate. I think that's how statistics work.
It's actually 50% anyways, because you either get the power bombs or you don't. There's only 2 outcomes.
Yeah. I'm glad we can use 2 separate methods and achieve the same conclusion, because I love when math works out like that.
Yeah. So this race, actually, Gal still has a 50% chance to win it, because that's one of the 2 outcomes. So, it's not over yet, guys.
Yeah, I was worried that Ponk was only going to be able to take like 100 damage before Mother Brain, but then I remember Varia was what would actually reduce Rainbow Beam damage and not gravity. Because I have played this game before, so I don't know why that thought crossed my mind. The tactical ice fish to get out of the water, I definitely appreciate that. Hopefully Ponk stops at the ship just so he doesn't have to worry about his ammo, because that'd be very unfortunate if he's like, I'm gonna bet it all on the with 5 missiles.
He's actually gonna go into terrain with 5 missiles, isn't he? Oh, he still has Fantoon.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's a thing.
It's so easy to forget about Fantoon when you leave him for last.
Yeah, Fantoon exists. And galamoz, supering the speed booster in frustration. Ponk doesn't have any supers.
Oh, he's gonna have to kill the Ripper.
It's definitely, I mean, I know you brought it up, like, immediately to kill the Ripper, but that's something I probably would have forgotten about mid-race, so...
He needs another one. Okay, yeah. He knows. I don't know why he's using power bombs. He has screw attack.
Yeah, I'd still say that's pretty good awareness to just be aware of the Ripper being a source of supers like that. Because I would have been like, oh no, I'm an idiot, and I would have like gone back to the ship or killed the key hunters or something.
So he only needs 3 missiles for the Ghidorah for Fantoon, so he's fine with just the 1 super here. Alright, so speed booster in hand, Galamoz is finally going into Meridia, able to complete it. It's gonna be a little late for him, but he will get through it much faster than Ponk did.
Yeah.
I'm still really upset that Ponk only has 5 regular missiles.
Is that gonna bother you for like the rest of the night?
Probably.
It'll be alright, man.
He could still lose because of this. Like, I've seen this happen before.
I mean,
he probably won't if he refills the ship, but...
Yeah, like, as long as he refills at the ship, I don't see him... He would have to get, like, no super drops. Right?
Yeah... Actually,
Because it's... Okay, so it's 6 shots to break the glass, right?
Yeah.
And you need to do 3,000 damage in 12 shots minimum. So that's 18. Yeah. And then 3 door shots. So if he refills at the ship, like, I don't think there's a single way he can get screwed on ammo from Metroid drops. Because he has like 5 missiles to use on the glass, then 1 super, and then he needs to shoot 12 more supers. So that's 5 missiles and 13 supers, and then 3 more for the doors. So he can shoot 14 supers at Metroids.
I stopped listening like 30 seconds ago.
Sorry, I was just... I mean, there's not really much else to talk about, so I was just doing the math out loud.
It's fine. I just knew... I knew after a while that you were right, that it didn't matter anymore.
I was just hard line on my tangent, and I wasn't stopping until like you told me to. You gave me the you're talking way too much about something that no one really cares about.
Ponk could still die though, as we've seen in the winners finals set,
and the losers finals, and the So hopefully he refills before Mother Brain.
So there's really not a whole lot of reason to save at the ship when you're refilling. It takes extra time, and really where you want your save to be is before Mother Brain, if you're going to take one at all.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing at that point is you're doing 2 extra door transitions, but like, I mean...
Well, like, if you die to Mother Brain, if you actually need to use the save that you made, then you're all the way back out of Tyrian, you have to redo all of Tyrian. That is so much time lost that...
Oh yeah, I'm not...
It kind of doesn't even matter.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just that when you're at the level of play that these players are at, like, you expect yourself to be able to beat Mother Brain with 7 tanks in every beam. Like, that's not something you should, quote unquote, have to save for.
Right, I wouldn't save here. I'm just saying, people like to, how do I put this nicely? People seem to be concerned when people don't take the ship save when they're refilling. And I don't see much sense in it.
Same.
If you're going to save at all, you should be doing it before Mother Brain.
Yeah, the only time I would save before Mother Brain is if I was racing Foos. That's it. I mean, like, if anyone's ever done any percent, like, you fight Mother Brain with 3 tanks and less beams.
Okay, Gal is looking for more power bombs because he doesn't have Ice Beam.
Yeah.
This is... I do not envy him in this situation.
I've been in this situation and it feels awful.
sure if he knew the position that Ponk was in right now, then he would be envious. I mean, his beam is even green with envy.
All right, Ponk is well. I mean, he got grabbed, so of course he's going to refill. I guess it's good that he didn't get the hit, although he already had full health from the ship. So I believe in Ponk's ability to defeat Mother Brain here. He could almost just not move and kill Mother Brain. Almost.
He should be fine. I have to say that seeing him shoot supers at the front of the glass just feels very, very wrong to me.
Yeah, it definitely.
It hurts to watch. I know he has to do it in this situation because he only has 5 missiles.
It's like visual nails on chalk.
Because supers and missiles, they do the same amount of damage to the glass. It's really just number of missile hits that count. Gala finding a very nice double super, which if he were in any other situation, I'm sure he'd be very, very happy to see that.
Yeah.
Ponk done with Mother Brain like it's nothing.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're not seeing a stand-up glitch.
I guess he just really wanted to play it safe at this point. I could see it being scarier. Oh wait, no, he didn't have enough health for it, did he?
He has 7 E-tanks.
I know, but he probably lost the amount of health you would need for it.
I'm gonna be real, I was watching Gala check Gauntlet and laughing, so I didn't see how much damage he took, but yeah, I was mainly just doing the old, what do you call it, backseat gaming, even though I never do stand-up in randos. Devil's advocate, if you will. Oh, Gala's good on PB drops. Wow.
That's pretty lucky for him. Alright, upon request, I suppose I'll explain how double elimination formats work. So, there is a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket, and if you lose one match in the winner's bracket, you get sent to the loser's bracket. If you lose a match while in the loser's bracket, then you're out of the tournament. And at the end of each bracket, there is a winner of the winner's bracket and a winner of the loser's bracket. And they face off in the grand finals, which is what you're seeing here. So Galamoz is coming from the winner's bracket. He hasn't lost a match yet. Ponk has lost 1 match. So, if Ponk were to win this set, he would have to beat Gala twice to win the tournament, because Gala hasn't lost a match yet, whereas Ponk has. You have to lose 2 matches to be out.
And Galamoz is actually the one that sent Ponk to the loser's bracket. It's nothing to do with double elimination, the format. I just wanted to point that out and sound smart. Sorry.
Yeah, so this is, you could say this is a grudge match. Gala actually defeated Ponk in winners finals, sending him to losers finals, which Ponk won. So now Ponk's back in grand finals. That's actually a pretty common thing to see in double elimination tournaments.
Yeah. Very good time from Ponk, considering his death. Assuming, okay, he is going to finish. That's good. I was worried his controller disconnected or something.
Yeah, that looked very much like that. I've had this happen so many times to me. But he was just standing there, I was getting worried.
Are they committed to both checking the animals?
I think so.
Okay. I can't believe they had a pre-race agreement to do this. I can't believe they're not finishing the race as fast as humanly possible. Unbelievable. And galamoz is struggling with the speed zone skip, which is actually impossible.
It's fairly difficult. You have to at least play the game a couple of times through to be able to do it, I would say. Alright, GG to Honk, taking game 2 with a... I'm scrolled up in IRC, I can't see the time. There we go.
1 hour, 1 minute, and 4 seconds.
Alright, congrats to him, staying alive, and we will see a game 3. And if he wins that, then we'll see a whole nother set probably tomorrow.
Yeah. That was a very interesting game. I'm really glad I got to commentate that.
Yeah, I did not expect to see something like this at all.
That was wow. I can't really put that in a sentence. It's more just like that was weird. It's a really weird race.
The decisions in this game and the setbacks, it was something that really should not have happened on either of their sides.
Yeah. Like, I was just like, they both did things. I was confused. But, I mean, they're in the grand finals, so.
But it's so insane. It's still so insane that the 2 items that Gala chose to skip were ice and speed.
I think it's more insane that I was 100% correct, because now that we know it switched from 50% to 100%, because that was the result, I was 100% correct about it being ice and speed, using hindsight to prove me correct.
So why aren't you in Grands then?
Because I can't gate glitch.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, no problem.
I actually didn't see Ponk's door line time, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that either.
I hope somebody in chat caught it, because I actually do like paying attention to that. I think it's the ultimate indicator of skill in Super Metroid Randomizer.
Yeah. Because it's independent of the items you usually. It's just like, hey, how smart am I with the camera, you know? It's an objective measure.
I always see people ask what door line time is, and it is so when you go through a door transition, the game has to center the door in the camera before it can actually move across for the transition. And if it has to do that, then it wastes time doing so. The door pans to the center of the screen pretty slowly. So the amount of time that the door takes panning to the center of the screen, that's the door align time, and you want to minimize that.
And I was just told by Balthazar, I mean, we both were, but there's going to be a small break before game 3. I have no idea what measure of time small is. I mean, it depends on the scale you're using, but I'm going to assume that's 10 to 15 minutes. Also, the other very important thing about door transitions that you didn't bring up is that if you don't correct all of your door transitions, then Fuzda will actually bully you. And that's probably the biggest detriment to not being able to do those well.
You know, so they've obviously agreed to both visit the animals, for lack of a better word. I feel like this would have been funnier if they had arranged for the loser to not do it, so that it would look like the winner just did it of their own accord.
Just BM'd.
Yeah.
I think it would have been funnier if the animals room led to Dragon because Ponk didn't have gravity.
I really wish that could happen in tournament seeds.
Oh, does it not? Is it only the...
Yeah, so in the it can still happen in tournament mode if you go to the website and generate one yourself. But the seeds that are generated for the actual tournament matches, they only have that one kill the animals outcome.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah. So, Gala has finished in second place with a time of 1:07:03. GG. Game 3 coming up in after a short break of undetermined time.
Balthazar confirmed 10 to 15 minutes. They are just switching restreamers, so the stream might go down. But I mean, if you want more Super Metroid Randomizer, don't go. I mean, maybe you can go to the bathroom or get some food, but don't close the stream, please. Please.
I think everyone in here should follow Speed Gaming, so that when the stream goes down and the new restreamer takes over and Speed Gaming goes live again, you all get a notification that we're live again to make sure that you don't miss Game 3.
That's a great idea. I think another solid idea. Oh, Fiesel's saying the stream isn't going down. Well, he ruined it. You're selling it so well, and he just cut the life out from under you.
I think the stream should go down anyways.
I think the stream should just go down now. Someone just, please.
I think it would result in more followers for the channel.
Yeah, I think another great idea is to follow the runners, Galamoz and Ponctus, as it were.
Please don't call him. He doesn't like it.
Oh, sorry. You don't have to follow me. I'm not going to take it personally. I don't know if you want any. If you want to viral your channel at all.
If you want to see what bad internet looks like instead of just hearing it, then you should follow me.
I am a fan of your redesign. You know nothing about the hack, other than I don't like it.
Redesign is a great hack, and everyone should play it, even if they don't like it.
I mean, I honestly do want to play through it at some point. I just haven't mustered up the willpower to do so. Also, shoutouts to Sacred Hooves doing the item tracking. He was one of your Game 1 commentators, so I figured I'd bring that up. Do you have anything else you want to say, Elm?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either, other than I hope everybody else has a good night and a great weekend. So how long are we going to awkwardly sit in this voice channel before we hop out, do you think?
2 minutes and 27 seconds.
All right, hold on. Let me start my timer. All right, hold on. Come on. All right, I started the timer. Should I give you a countdown for when it's getting to 2:27, or you want to feel it out?
Okay. I don't have my timer out.
Okay.
Is it the black timer?
Actually, I just did W split. Don't tell anyone though. Hey man, I could have been doing land fair. All right.
That's a good point.
So, what is your favorite minor item location? Super Metroid.
Oh, that is a very good question. I'm going to say Blue Brinstar PBs.
Blue Brinstar PBs, that's a good one. I think you ever heard that thing where like people want to tell you their opinion, so they ask you a question so they can just be like, well, actually my opinion is blah blah. That's kind of what I just did there. I don't know what that's called, but I think mine is probably Criteria PBs actually. It's really fun and 100% to do, and then you get to do the speed booster through Gauntlet afterwards.
I don't think I've ever gone there in Randomizer.
Yeah, I've checked there.
I know
once.
You have.
I've checked there once when I was hunting for power bombs.
You also went there another time in a certain other race that people have certain opinions on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that one. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Later.
And welcome everyone. I am Deseret to the final game of this match. May or may not be the final match, depending on the victor. Gala, who's swept through the winner's bracket. So Ponk, if he wins, will have to win 2 more games after that. And that was a hell of a race last race. Let me tell you what. So I don't think anybody coming into this put either galamoz or ponk in the finals, and this is the second time they're matching up. The first time, of course, being in the original winners finals. Now we're just going to be taking a moment to get the streamers set up. Shout outs to Crankdud actually for creating SM Rando. I literally just stole the idea from him and put a UI on it, and then Total stole it from me and put it on the internet. Great artists steal, they don't copy. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Hello.
How's it going?
What's up, Desi? This game 3 is gonna be very, very, very good, I think.
Don't put too much pressure on them.
No, I have to. Especially Ponk. He's my friend. He's like, you know what he told me? He's like, he doesn't want me on his team for the relay race, and I'm like, why? Because it's the winning team, and I'm like, well, then you better win tomorrow. And he's like, oh.
Like I said, no pressure. It's totally fine. Ponk, if you don't win, if you come back and watch the VOD after having not won, we're extremely disappointed in you. But if you did win, congratulations. I hope the next match goes well for you.
Yeah. But
did you know if they're planning? I guess they aren't going to plan the next match until they have to, right?
Yes. So hopefully, if it comes to another game between the runners, then they're gonna plan it out as soon as they can.
Which is good because we're already 2 weeks overdue.
Shh! They don't need to know that.
I mean, we're doing everything exactly on the schedule we mean to.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. The scheduling is fine. The racers are fine. Everything is going according to plan. A-OK.
According to Keikaku.
No soft locks, no bugs in the software. Everything is fine.
How are you doing today, Desi?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. I
Great.
just got out of doing a play, so get to spend more of my voice on this wonderful. I'm actually wearing my Save the Animal shirt.
Nice.
The actually says "Kill the Animals," but it's.
Wait, is that the one from the Yeti?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I think I have the same shirt as well. Can I just quickly say that it's really, really great to commentate with you before we may start.
Oh, I appreciate that. It's fantastic to commentate with you as well.
Aw, shucks.
It's good. It's good to commentate with people that actually know the game and the meta still. I got eliminated rather quickly in this tournament. First, I had to face Wild Anaconda, who really gave it to me. I mean, it wasn't even close. And then I ended up getting booted out of the loser's bracket by... Oh man, I wish I could remember if it was Kill Charge or not. I really don't know. I'm looking. Yeah, it was Kill Charge. Oh, he got me. He got me good.
Yeah.
I thought it was close, and he just had my number both games. So.
For me, it was I faced off against Typo first. I won because he died, so that was unfortunate. And then I lost against Dread because I made a lot of bad moves. Then I won against Janice Deal, I think. And then the next one was Southern Kip, and I lost to Southern Kip because I also made bad mistakes.
I don't think going in anyone predicted either of these guys, but man, after this, I think both of them are in that spot in reverence in the Super Metroid Randomizer community. Yeah, they're the new Wild. Sour Wild. Your days are numbered.
Oh, the call out. Not to say that Wild isn't good though. Wild is very good.
Oh, Wild is still fantastic. Like I could never ever beat him. Even with all the gambles, I'd have to be as lucky as possible.
It looks like our runners are almost ready to go. Setting up their timers, setting up their seeds. So we got Sova, Ouch, Zebo, and Btom. So there's a trend here during the tournament that whenever somebody has Ouch seed, it's gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure.
I'd like to hope that somehow the seed knows, like the hashing algorithm knows what an interesting seed looks like and just puts it in. It's like, ouch, this is gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. Even Balthasar saying he saved it for last. Okay, so it looks like they're almost ready to go. Before we start though, Desi, would you like to take a quick guess of what the first item would be?
I mean, statistically, Energy Tank is the best choice, right? But let's go with something a little more interesting. I think I want to see Morph Ball is also a pretty solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
But High Jump.
High Jump, nice. For me, I always choose a beam upgrade, no matter which one. I like to see the beam upgrade in the beginning.